Hello. All right, guys. I'm back again this morning. Yeah, it is a weekend. I want to do a recap of that market structure breakdown we did previously. So I was just like wondering what other alternative you would have taken concerning that. So if I should just go down straight to the 1 hour time frame to locate that place we did. I had some observations, so I felt like I could just bring it up to your notice. So this was where we really were dealing with, if you remember from the video. Okay, so we had this area in view, and I wanted to be comfortable with rewatching it because many of you sometimes understand it at first. So maybe after a set of rewatching, you get to understand it finally. Sometimes you observe that when you go on YouTube, you don't have people who take their time to like put in-depth explanation to things. So in this channel, you have in-depth explanation to things. Alright, so if you, I like to use the 15-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame for my execution, but I'm not teaching you how to execute your trades. I just want to teach you how to take down market structure. So yesterday I recorded that video. Alright, so now this. If you look at this whole thing here, you find out that I was telling you that I would be very comfortable to have taken my trade, okay, when I see that this low here has been broken. So when I put my line here, if I see that the low has been broken to this side over here, okay, then I'll be comfortable to take a trade. And how will I enter the trade? A sell trade is that I will just wait for price to come back to touch this point here. All right, you can see how price came back to touch this point here and so downwards. Do you understand? That's one way I would have taken the trade. However, okay, what if maybe I didn't want to wait until I got to this point before I could take that trade? What other way would I have spotted the break of market structure earlier? Now, if you observe something here, you will see that if you're having sometimes maybe you're having issue to detect maybe there's a break of structure somewhere or whatever. What you can do is that you can sometimes flip your chart. So if you flip your chart with alternate eye on your trading view, you can see that the chart now is flipped. So this is looking like a bearish scenario turning into a bullish scenario. Now, when I flip the chart, so it even made the market structure became easier. So you may want to put in this. Now see what happened. If you put your line charts, can you see that it becomes very, very clear? So this is a high, okay, and this also is also another significant high. So just imagine that you are like this at this point in time. Let me move this away. Okay, I want to take it to the other side of my charts. Okay, good. So now imagine that you can see where my mouse is, right? Good. So imagine you were here. This is one major level, one major high over there you're seeing there. This is another major high you are seeing over here. All right. So now imagine that price was just doing that, was just there, and all right. Okay. Yeah. Good. So now imagine that price was these are from a major high. All right. Take note that this low has been broken. All right. So let me delete this first. I want to make it as simple as possible for you to understand. So it formed this high. It came down and broke this one. Okay, that is good to show that there's a break of market structure to the downward side. All right. So then the next thing that is not a new high. Isn't that right? Sorry, a new low rather. A new low that is forming lower, then a lower low that was broken downward side. Can you see? So now as you're unfolding, now this is a low, right? This is a lower high. This one down here, but I will not take that lower high because it's looking premature. It's not as significant as this one that actually had a set of retracements. That had the longer retracement backward. And look at this one. You can see this one went backwards a bit. This one went backwards a bit. But this one is just a miniature stuff there. If you use your candle chart, you will see what I'm talking about. And on your candle chart, this guy here, you have 1, 2, 3 candles going back up. This one you have about 1, 2, 3 candles going back up. But this guy only 2 candles going back up. So I cannot really. This guy I'm pointing my mouse to 1, 2 candles going back up. I cannot really call that a retracement or a little high, or a little lower high. You get what I'm saying? So now, okay. So now imagine the price just keep on going, and boom, we see that price. Now you can see that price has broken. I want you to pay attention to this high in particular, where my mouse is pointed to. So you can see that price went and broke it. It has not even broken it. Now, if you put it on your candle charts, you can see that price only passed a week through it. I cannot call this a break yet, right? I can't call this a break of structure yet until I see the body of the candle close above it. That's why sometimes I can use the line chart to see that, okay, truly there has not been any proper, there's been no proper break yet. So when you move a bit, now there's a proper break on the candle chart. You can see what it looks like. This candle closing above it. All right. So once this happens right now, this has signified that, okay, there's a break of structure. But for us to confirm that this market structure has shifted, has changed direction to the other side, is that we have to wait to ensure that price comes down around this region here, Now I'll be forced to use the Fibonacci, and I don't want to use the Fibonacci, but let me show you how to use the Fibonacci. Okay, them don't use Fibonacci yet. It's my favorite tool, but it makes things very easy. But let me just teach you without Fibonacci, right? So now that this thing has broken here, if we were to expect that this thing will change direction and start going upwards forever, is that price will come down a bit, all right, but never below this point. You see this lower low where you see this lowest low where this ultimate low where my mouse is pointed to. We should not see price go below it. If we are expecting that price will change direction to the upward side, price could only come down around this region where my mouse is pointed to. All right. Okay, let me draw a box in the box. You can see where I'm drawing this box, this current box. So price has to come down into the region of this box, then go back up. But it was never come down beneath this ultimate low. So if price can avoid coming down beneath ultimate low, but at least enter within this box and go back up, then break this high and pointing my hand to, then we know that, okay, the market structure has changed. All right. So let's see what happens as we unfold. You can see that the market price is still gyrating around this price. So this might indicate to you that, oh, it's likely that this market structure is about to break upwards finally. Then see what happened. Now can you see that finally market structure dips down into the region of this box? This is what happened. So when it dipped down into the region of this box that I just drew, you can see where it dipped down into, and guess what happened? It went back up to break what? This guy, this fresh high. So let me delete this one now. So you can see that as it dipped down into this box, this region here, boom, it went to break this high. And at this moment, finally we know that, okay, there has been a market structure shift to the upside. Finally, I can see that price came down here and bounced upwards. Also is that, so if I was to take this trade, let's say I was here at this point in time, all right, so I would just had put my line here, put another line here, because this ones are like the major highs, the major lower highs. You want to ask more about this one? What if I put it here, right? This one, I will not take this one. Do you know why? Because this low that formed this high is premature. It's not as, because this one is longer, but this one is short. So I will take this one instead. Okay, because this low where my mouse is being pointed to is looking longer and more lengthy than this, or this creeps we are seeing here. I call them crumbs. So I'll be expecting this guy to I'll be expecting that if because normally because I'm saying that this is a downward trend, so normally I should expect that this guy should be broken down. But if I say that this guy up was broken up, then I'll pause a bit. Okay, so when I pause a bit, I'll pause a bit. I want to know if this guy here, I want to know if this guy here will come down somewhere here to bounce back up. So you can see it came back here and bounce back up to break this high. Can you see? Broke this high and went up, and also breaking this high to this side as well. Can you see? So now is that you want to ask me, how would I have entered the trade? Is this, if you put on your candle chart, let's go back. At this point in time, I would just do this. Okay, so on the candle chart, now this is the point where there was a proper break. So I'll be waiting for price to come down inside this, within this region here. Now if you zoom a bit closer, can you see this stuff here? Let me put it on line charts. Can you see what they look like? These ones are like little levels as well. I can place it here. Alright, so I was expecting that price in a way would come down to this guy here. Let me delete this guy so I don't confuse it too much. So if price is, now that price has broken here, this guy here, alright, so I want to expect that price would come down around this region here to bounce somewhere and go up, and I'm taking this level, right? Then see what happened. You can see that price came. So on the line chart, maybe like, oh, the line didn't touch this level, right? However, if you look at the candle chart, let's see what happens. The wick touched it. Can you see that? So the wick touched it, and you can see it started going back up. You want to call this maybe a breaker block or order block or mitigation block, or whatever you want to call it in ICT. While I'm tired of into the phrases, just understand what happens here. So you can see what transpired. So if you want to, let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute time frame. All right, so on the 5-minute time frame, you will see a lot of highs, but you understand, but that's why sometimes it's also good for you to like shrink it down to like higher time frame to minimize data. So you see the same thing we see here. This is what it looks like on the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, can you see? So I'm not teaching too much right now. So now let us take it back the other way around. So alternate, so to flip it back. So I did that also to show what, maybe if you're analyzing the charts, you're trying to get the market structure and you're having some kind of confusion or something. Sometimes reversing the chart can just give the clarity, so you can know what to do if it was the other way around. So now the proper thing was that this is actually a bullish trend that was about to go into a bearish move. So yeah, so I had to like do a review of this market structure thing, so you can see what it felt like if we were doing the other way around. I don't know if you've gotten insight from this thing, but I want you to please subscribe to the channel and refer your friends to this video. Like the video, subscribe. Can you drop a comment? You want to ask a question or something? Alright, so I'm tempted to stay longer on this video, but I want to end the video. Okay, so just for clarity's sake again. um this was that area we bordered with, right? So on the 1 hour time frame, you can say that okay, the moment price broke this this, you can see where my wick is pointing. You can see on the 1 hour time frame, the moment the body of the price, the body of candle broke that level, that was a break on the break of structure on the 1 hour time frame. Well, I'm looking at 15 time frame, so I can spot that entry early on. Okay, so early on is that this candle is a low. All right, it's a major low, because in as much as I was paying attention to this guy yesterday, I was much comfortable. This guy too is a major low too, because you can see that there was a number of reasonable retracements, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles going downwards before the next pump. So we just put a line here. Okay, so if you're expecting that okay, price, and see what it looks like. All right, so if you're expecting that okay, if price should break down beneath it at this point here, this is not a break yet. You can see that on the line charts, this line, this V didn't go below it, but you can see that at this point here on the candle chart, you can see this big body candle broke below it properly. So this is a break of structure. Now that the break of structure has happened, I'll be looking forward to re-enter somewhere around this area here. You see, so I'll be paying attention to enter somewhere around here. Do you understand? So I will not just enter here straight, but if I enter here straight, I know that price will still go back up, and I want it to a small stop loss rather. So I'll just be patient, knowing that okay, price will come back somewhere around up in this region here to bounce back. Normally price should have, at this point where I'm pointing my hand, price should have probably come back here, but maybe due to some funny things in the markets, you can see how price just meandered around, playing around for a very long time. It could consolidate on this level for a very long time till eternity, but know that at the end of the day, it must surely go back up into this region around here to tap something, then finally fall down. You see, so when it taps something and start coming downwards to break where this guy you are seeing here. Can you see this level I'm putting here now? Look at it. Can you see this? You can see. On your candle charts, you can put it like this. So the moment it came up here, tap something, drop down, this guy has changed market. This is not a market structure shift. Do you understand? So I hope I will need to explain one or two things for you. Okay, put on line chart. I could just do it like this. So since I see that okay, fine, watch. This is a major low, right? This is a major low, right? Good. So I'm watching what price will do on the candle charts. I'm looking at the price. Okay, at this point it has not broken it. At this point it has broken it, right? So there's a break of structure. Now my mind is to wait for price to come back to this area. You see where my mouse is pointed to. Okay, so if I should turn it to line chart, you can see that there's a level there. So I'll just put a line there. Can you see? So now I can delete this line. So I can just put my projection, or you can say your entry. So if I put let's say my buy limit, my sell limit there, put my stop loss over there, then probably extend it down a bit. Okay, so that's what 1:3, correct. So that I can put my candle to know exactly where to put my stop loss, just above the wick there, just. So okay, so I think the stop loss is 22.78 pips. That could be much, you get. So if you want to do that, you might want to use a lower loss size. Okay, then so over time you can see what happened. You can see how price actually came there and tapped that level. Can you see? And as it tapped that level, you can see how it dropped down. Drop down flat. You might want to target this place here. Okay, that will that's okay. Still 1:3. So you see, so that's how this thing works. That's how it works. So I believe I've been able to say one or few things for you. Thanks so much.